Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back. Brandon with Campbell Fitness. Quick webcam video today, only because I want to make a brief response to my bulking diet video that I put up yesterday. Now this is the second time that I've uploaded this video. So the first time I put up the bulking video, it was on my old channel Campbell Fitness, but when I did it back then, I got a lot of the same questions and concerns that I got again yesterday when I put the video up for a second time. So I figured it warranted a video response, and that's exactly what this is going to be. Now, first what we need to do is just look at the diet in context. So what is it? It's a way to help you gain weight and bulk up, obviously, as the name entails. And the way that I go about setting that up is I have you guys establish a maintenance level of calories, or where you can eat a certain amount and your body does not gain or lose weight. Once established, we then go into a caloric surplus, depending on your own goals and preference. This could be 100 calories, this could be 500 calories, although I wouldn't recommend going above that 500 mark. So once doing that, I then suggest 1 gram per pound of body weight for protein, and then about a half a gram per pound of body weight for fat. Or if you don't like those numbers, you could do 20 to 30% of overall caloric intake from fat. Now I like to point those ones out first because those are the essential nutrients, and then that brings in carbohydrates. So after you figure out those two things, most of you still have a lot of calories left over, and I suggest you allocate these towards carbs. And this is where the questions and concerns start coming in, because a lot of people started messaging me or replying to this saying, you know what, I'm not sure if I did this equation wrong or not, but it's telling me I need 300 grams of carbs or I need 400 grams of carbs. That's way too much, isn't it? My answer is no, it's not. And we really have to look at what carbs are. Now, it's unfortunate that in the last 2 decades, we've kind of been conditioned to look at carbs in a negative light, that they're bad for us, when absolutely that is not true. Now, true, eating an excess of carbs can lead to weight gain, but eating an excess of anything can lead to weight gain, not just carb specific. The reason I really push you guys towards carbs instead of, let's say, increasing protein or fat even further is because carbohydrates are your body's preferred source of energy. It's very simple to take in carbohydrates, convert those to glucose, and then use them for energy. Now again, that's not to say that you can't use protein or fats for energy, but the process is just more involved. So it's very easy to do it doing the carbohydrate route, and I'm all about convenience and making things easy to do. Now, as part of this too, one of the things why I suggest carbs is because a lot of us enjoy eating carbs. You know, there's a lot of foods out there that are high in carbs that we like. So why not eat the foods that you like when you're doing this? If I were to set up a diet plan full of foods that you hate, you probably wouldn't eat those and you probably wouldn't see the results you want to see. Also, that being said, a lot of times these higher carb options are a lot cheaper than trying to replace those grams and calories with proteins or fats. So typically foods that are very high protein and low in other things like fats and carbs, they're very expensive. So being the person I am, carbohydrates are just the easier route to go. Now, when you guys go through this diet plan and you find out your carbs are extremely high and you really don't feel comfortable taking in that amount of carbs, I completely understand if that's your personal preference. What you can do is you can lower carbs, but you're then going to have to increase either your fats or proteins to ensure that you're still having that same caloric surplus that you originally planned in the beginning of that whole diet plan. Now, I do want to note that let's say you have 3,000 calories and in one diet plan, it's pretty much just high protein, high fat, and low carbs, versus a diet plan that I suggest that also has a lot of carbs, but you're still taking in 3,000 calories per day. Your results as far as your body weight are still going to remain ideally the same. So it's more up to personal preference in this case, but carbs is the easier way to go. I know a lot of people also mention they have trouble eating that many calories or putting on weight, so this is a good way to go about it, as I feel the results are better in the long run. So I hope that clarifies some things for you guys. If you have questions on that diet plan, again, it's a very basic one, feel free to leave them in the comment section below, and if I get enough of the same comments question, I'll go ahead and maybe do another one of these videos. In the meantime, enjoy your carbs and stay big.